All right, now we got DJ Temple. Massive shout out to him for checking out these songs. He had no reason to check out these songs, so the fact that he's taking the time to check them out means a ton to me. Actually, I'm really, really, really grateful. So let's take a peek at what he got. This is the wish list.
All right, let's check out this one. This is the wish list. Is that the name of the track? So see, he's playing with recorded backings. It's good.
One thing that was hard is it was being mixed for me. So like I totally would have raised the volume of this. Like you see how quiet that guitar is?
Christmas wish list went from things that we can buy to hoping and praying, asking God for a little more.
Jacob, buy in-ear monitors. Straight up. Straight up, buy them now. Buy them now. Jacob.
So I actually have in-ear monitors, but I use them when I play. I don't know, how do I phrase it? Like I'll be using them at the concert. When I filmed my other concerts, so this isn't actually my first concert. This is the first I'm doing in years. But this is, I do have them, and the Shure brand. I don't remember which model they are. They're definitely not custom. Some people have custom in-ear monitors where they actually mold your ear. It's pretty wild. But I love them. They're phenomenal. I've been using them for years, actually. I've been using them pretty much since I dropped out of college. But it depends on the gig. Like when I'm playing at bars and stuff, I don't use them. When I play them, but like when I play at church, we use them. When I play all the recordings you've seen at the concerts that I've been filming lately, those are all have in-ear monitors.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, make the call to Northport, New York. I don't know if that's Guitar Center. I don't know. I'm up here in Canada, so we all call Long and McQuaid. But Guitar Center, get in-ear monitors. In-ear monitors, do it now. You're already using backing tracks. Jake, I'm going to say that again. Get in-ear monitors. Do it now. It should.
Maybe I should use in-ear monitors always. I didn't even think to bring them here. That would have been actually probably a good call.
Be 100% your next purchase if you don't own a set. Get them now. Now.
Would have been a good call.
Did you get them yet? Did you go buy them? Jacob, go buy them. Go buy them right now.
Time. It's 5 in the morning. The floor is cold and so am I. But that's not what's on my mind.
So quiet, man. And that's not his fault. That's just the way that it was recorded.
'Cause all I can think about is how today might be your last. Doctors say you don't have much time.
In your monitors, Jacob. Get them now. Get them now. Now. Did you get them? Did you get them? Buy them.
I got you, bro.
Buy them now.
Memories flood my mind of all the Christmases before. Would have asked for so much more.
So this performance isn't bad, but you can hear every once in a while it sounds like he's fishing, and it's not because of vocal skill. It's straight up, like Roy said in the comments, there's no monitors. Jacob can't hear it properly, which means as a professional, what you should do, Jacob, I'm going to talk directly to you because I know you, what you should do immediately is buy the in-ear monitors, because the in-ear monitors will source right from your laptop and soundboard that you obviously are already using.
That's a good call, man. I didn't even cross my mind to bring him, and I totally agree with what he's saying. And he's spot on, man. Like, there were so many. Let's actually talk about this, because there were so many different factors. This is a great conversation to have, actually, because there's a lot of points that I should make a video out of this, a separate video of like what I learned from playing live in certain situations. There were so many factors. There was one, I couldn't read the crowd. I was having trouble reading the crowd, which made me nervous, to be honest. Like, I couldn't tell if they were really enjoying it, which I shouldn't care. You shouldn't, as a performer, care. You should just give your all, no matter what. But sometimes it's hard when the crowd's not really giving a ton of there were certain people for sure, like the people that drove to see the concert, Roy, who was there, you know, like you could tell that they were having a great time, and I appreciate them. But the rest of the people, it was hard to read. So that being said, it was like, which made me nervous. And then when you get nervous, your fight or flight kicks in, which then you start breathing from your chest rather than your like the lower part. You're not breathing full breaths. So you're not filling your lungs to the potential. When you have fight or flight, you almost go in almost to some degree hyperventilation, similar to anxiety. So that's how nerves kind of feel similar to anxiety. You're breathing from up here, which then affects the quality of pitch and stuff. And then you go into the fact of like, I'm not controlling how it sounds. So like at some points, like I was like, man, my voice sounds really loud compared to the tracks. So then I get like, so I'm trying to back off the microphone. There's so many things going through my head, but I completely agree. In-ear monitors would have been a really good call for this.
With a backing track and whatnot. And that would mean that your travels to places like this will simply bring a laptop.
Yeah,
and
that's a
guitar
good
if
call.
necessary, if possible, or whatever. Or maybe you source out a local one. But that would mean your rehearsals at home in your home studio, or if you go back to the, I think it was a church, one of the videos I watched him playing in, I think so, he played with a full band. It would mean every single one of those, it would be the same. It would sound the same to you regardless of the environment.
That's actually a good call, too. When I'm rehearsing, I should use the in-ear monitors, too. That's a good... I'm taking notes, bro. I appreciate you, legit.
Because that's what you need as a vocalist. You don't want to be fishing because you can't hear.
Yeah, you need to create the same environment no matter where you are. That's a really good call.
Especially someone like Jacob, who lives on the East Coast and flew to the West Coast and then traveled in a car for 4 hours, according to the chat, what you told me today. That's crazy fatigue on your voice, man. Crazy fatigue. Recirculated air at the airport and then in the airplane, and then the traveling distance. If you're slightly overtired at all, if you're slightly dehydrated at all. Roy said this performance was at like 7:30 at night or 7:50 at night. Okay, what have you been doing all day otherwise? How's the temperature? There's so many variables.
Yo, I'm really... Thank you, first of all, DJ Temple, for talking about this. Second of all, thank you for sending me this. I'm really glad. This is like a masterclass, man. I'm getting like phenomenal feedback.
I want it to come down to...
I love it. I love this feedback because, like, I want to be the best that I can be. And, like, I can't be that if people just, kind of, like, blow smoke and be like, oh, Jake, you're phenomenal, woo, Like, no, I want, like, legit feed. That's why I'm, like, I tell all my vocal coaches, I tell my when I was taking dance lessons, like, rip it apart. Like, be stinking honest, because if you're not, I'm not going to get better. So I appreciate you. And, of course, there's a way to do it in a nice, respectful way, which, I appreciate DJ Tempo for doing it that way. He's being honest, but he's also being kind about it. And I think that's the best way. It's called kind candor. You have candor, but you're also being kind in your delivery.
Strain, because someone like Jacob, you have to imagine when he's like getting paid to do gigs and stuff like that, legit, he's going to want to do a few gigs because that's how you make your money. You can't have any strain because it compounds, right? It's not like a 5% strain today and a 5% strain tomorrow is like a 10% strain in total. It's compounded. It's more like a 25% strain. This is why vocalists lose their voice in the pop world and stuff, because they combine so many. Plus, the little I know about Jacob, I'm assuming he would want to hang with people and talk to them, and that's when you could just destroy your voice worse, trying to talk to people at an after party or whatever. Jacob, buy in-ear monitors, man. They're expensive as all hell, but you only got one voice, dude. You only got one.
No, he's right, man. Especially for the aspect of like consistency of performance, it's a game changer. I appreciate that advice. I gotta use them all the time now.
What we have is what we got. Though it's not a lot, the lights are flashing outside, but not the kind we like. I watch them take you away. We start to see.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't all the things that make the angels sing. We start to see.
Yeah, I've seen his monitors, Roy. I haven't seen in-ears, though. Like the actual things that go in. I want to buy a set for my entire band, but it would be like $7,000 for the entire band. Hey, Lena. Jacob, I hope you have in-ears, man. You need to have them now.
That's a good call, man.
Bro to bro, musician to musician, professional to professional. Get in-ears. It is the... Like, it's inexcusable at your level to not have them. It's inexcusable. Like,
See, it makes it even worse, the fact that I do have them, but I didn't use them. Shoot!
you want too much for yourself in your career to not have them, dude. It's insane to not have them at this point. Please tell me you have them. Honestly, Jacob, if you want advice on them too, bro, holler at me. I'll get you in touch with my boys at Sweetwater. They'll hook you up. They'll hook you up, brother. But like, you gotta get them, dude.
That's a really, really, really good call.
All the lights making Christmas bright.
It's a really good call.
Stare out the window as the doctors give report.
The backing track is so quiet.
'Cause all you can think about is how the kids might lose their mom. And that's what hurts the most. Memories flood my mind of all the Christmases before. I would have asked for so much more, but none of the material things, no. Only what family brings, 'cause all of that meant the most. I watch you close your eyes, and I pray it's not goodbye. We start to see that it wasn't all the things that make the angels sing.
The other thing about the in-ears, which I'm not going to shut up about, is you're able to hear something different than your audience would hear because you can patch.
Yeah.
You can patch the output to make them hear something different. The biggest thing with a lot of Jacob's style is, what do you hear when I go like this? All you hear is the guitar stuff, right? There's no serious bass line. There's no drummer. There's no keyboard assistance. It's nothing. There's no backing vocal track. It's Jacob raw and a guitar, or maybe two guitars in this sense. I can hear two layered guitars, which is dope as hell. It's how he's kind of making a signature sound for himself. But you would absolutely want to have a metronome in your in-ears. 150 million %.
Yeah, I tend to anticipate the beat, so that means I typically sing actually before the beat. If you know, especially when I sing with backing tracks, I'm very. He's the guy. This is phenomenal feedback. I really appreciate this because it's things that I just need to do to go to the next level. This is phenomenal. I really, really, really appreciate this. Yeah, I tend to sing. Go look at Colorado when me playing on the Wish Bus. I was so ahead of the beat in so many different parts, and like I need to slow down. And a metronome would totally change the game. But what he's talking about is patching different things. Like, first of all, everybody will have different in-ear monitor mixes in the band. So I will have a different mix. The guitarist will have a different mix. The drummer will have a different mix because you want to hear different things at different levels. And then, like when we play at church, we have a metronome in our ear, but that obviously is not heard in the crowd, but we hear it. But I should really implement this stuff when I'm playing live. He's phenomenally points.
150 million %. You would want to have that.
Yep, he's so right.
Oh my God, I talked over my own release. Oh well. Temple Music Academy, where we upload videos but still do live streams of Jacob Restituto.
I appreciate you, bro.
You would want to do that. All of this is meant to assist you so you don't have to work so hard when you're performing, because you cannot work massively hard while performing anymore. You can't at this level, Jacob. You're going to be a busy guy. You're going to fly to a lot of places. You have to angle everything in the repertoire-based stuff of like not exhausting your voice. That has to be your new life. So, yeah, in-ears. In-ears.
Start to see that it wasn't all the lights making Christmas bright. Christmas wish list went from things that I could buy to hoping and praying and asking God for a little more time. The only thing on
See, I'm a little early.
If I only had one wish. Thank you.
Roy, how many people showed up?
It's like 80 people. I like this transition he does. This is cool.
Yeah, you can hear his voice crack when he says thank you. Thoughts on in-ears? Oh, man. I am super into hearing protection. Like, super into
Oh,
it.
and then in-ear mods, talking about that, in-ear mods also protect your ears from the loud stage volume.
I spent, I think it was...
Oh, maybe there was 50 to 60 people. I thought there was, somebody told me that there was probably more, like 70, 80, but maybe it was less than that. Maybe it was 50, 60.
$100 to get the... They put the stuff in your ear and mold your inner ear canal and then form you musician earplugs based around that.
That's what
because in-ear monitors aren't an option in my band until all four of us want to do it. And I just can't afford $7,000 for all of us, and the other guys can't afford it themselves yet. It's about $1,500 solo, maybe $2,000 solo. They would give us a deal if we bought 4.
What does he have? I'm curious what he has. Ultimate
You have
ears?
to do that, plus a special soundboard and a mixing unit, and then a dedicated laptop. It would be an investment, right? So that's the goal, is to go that route, because for setup and tear down, it's so easy. So freaking easy. However, it's a lot of money up front.
That's
So
true. Man.
that'll be the long-term goal.
I hear you.
And I would imagine as a vocalist, again, here with Jacob, yeah. It took me a while to get used to them because I hated how my voice sounded in them. Yeah.
Well, DJ Temple, I legit really appreciate this, man. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's phenomenal feedback. And truth is, you're right. I have the in-ear monitor, so I'm being foolish with not using them all the time. So really appreciate you. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you for taking the time. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. So I don't even know what brought this up for you to look at this, but thank you for real. Go check out his channel, everybody. God bless and peace out.